Okay, let's continue reading from the shared preference. So in the scores activity, remove these two methods. I'm going to make this a bit smaller. In the score activity, now we need to retrieve the text view and set the value to the text view. Set the scores. So find view ID, RID, text view scores. Okay, casting. Now we need to set the text, we need to set the value from the preference. So again, shared preference is equal to get shared preference. The name has to be the same that we used before, my preference. We can have different type of preference. For example, if in one application you are storing emails and you are storing also the user address, so you want to have the user information in a different place than from the email, for example. Remember that it has to be modified. Okay, so now from this preference we are going to read the scores, which is going to be a string. So preference get a string, the key was scores, and now the default value, which is going to be like no scores. Finally, we just need to set the test. So if we try to get this preference, this string from preference, and there is no preference with the key scores, we will just get this default value, no scores. Let's launch the application now. Remember that I store 0 points with my name, so that is what I should see now. And as you can see here, I have a line on that preference with my name. I am going to do one thing now. I'm going to uninstall this application. Uninstalling my application, I am removing the preference. So now, when I launch the application and I go to scores again, I am not going to have any value on the preference, so I should see the default value. That's perfect. So then the only thing that we need to do is add more lines to the scores. At the moment we are just showing the last line every time, but we want to show a lot of lines, just in case we play different days with different scores. So for that, in the game over activity, before writing the text, we need to add the previous value. So the previous scores, which is going to be a string, is preference get a string scores, and the default value in this case is going to be nothing. So now when I'm saving the new score, I want to show here previous score. I want to show here the new line plus the previous lines. I'm going to lose one game. And now I'm going to go to scores. Now I'm going to play again. I'm going to save a different name. And I am going to see the next line. The last thing that I'm going to do is when I finish the application single player, I am going to finish these activities, because when I come back after saving my score, when I save the score, I just want to finish this and go back to home screen. And with that, our application will be polished.